Hey folks, welcome back to my basement. I'm here today to demonstrate how to use the homework system for the clustered multi-level modeling class in fall 25. So I just updated our course webpage to include a direct link to the online homework system. So I will click that link and I will walk you through how this works. So the first thing is that you'll see a landing page that looks like this. You will need to enter your last name as it is spelled in Maui. So that means that if you have a space in between two names, you'd include the space. If you have a hyphenated last name, you'd include that. It is not case sensitive, however. And it also wants your 8-digit Iowa ID. And I'm going to use a dummy login that I use for testing purposes to show you how this looks. Thank you, Chrome. So when you log in, you will be taken to this landing page where all available assignments will be available. You'll see links to those right here, as well as your point totals of whatever has happened in class up to that point. So I'm going to click on Homework 0, which is the one that we're working on today. It will tell you how many points total the assignment is worth, as well as how it's broken down across the different sections and the due date. Any files to be downloaded in terms of starter syntax or data sets will be up here. So we have two kinds of questions in these assignments. One is computational. So we have the instructions here in blue. And the idea is to enter values as they will appear in your output, or as they appear in the syllabus in the present case, to the nearest 0.01. So that is the level of precision that the homework system is checking to. And you'll note that some of the values are labeled as report and some are labeled as check. Report means it's going to show up down here in the paragraph completion section, whereas check just means that it is used for some other purpose to make sure that you're on the right track. So for instance, if you look down here, there will be 0 of something and 0 of something and 0 of something. All of these values here are 0 because I have not yet answered any questions, and that is what the fields are initialized to in the database. So let's say that I want to answer the first question, how many homework assignments are currently planned? Let's get that wrong on purpose. I'm going to enter 5. I hit enter, and my answer is indicated as incorrect by the red outline on the box. Note that down here, that field has been changed to 5 because that is what I entered last. So the values down here are tied to your responses. They're not necessarily tied to what is correct. So there are only going to be 3 homework assignments this semester, so I will change my answer, and you can see that it gets updated down here as well. How many points total are these homeworks? I believe they are, I have to look myself. That information is in one paragraph here. Under course requirements, it is 48 points this time. So I'll go ahead and enter that as well. And you can enter as many values as you want. You don't have to check them individually, so I'll just keep going here. How many points will I lose if the homework is late? For each one, 3. How many points of extra credit will I get for completing this homework? 0, 1. How many formative assessments do we have planned? That one is going to be 6, I believe. They are worth 18 points total, and the project is worth 34 points. So I will hit enter, and all the values can be checked like that. So note the numbers are now locked. You cannot edit them because they are sufficiently correct per the 0.01 precision. So then down here, this is where you would interpret the values that you entered up above. And since this is about the syllabus, I've got some other questions on here as well. So my office on campus is technically in the south part of Lindquist Center, although it's in the bridge in between the two. Although my office hours will be held in my basement at home on Zoom. My office hours will be held at these times on Mondays over the lunch hour and Wednesday afternoons. And if no one is at office hours, I will stay logged in just in case. So if you want to show up at 4:25, that's fine. Then we start to interpret the values that we provided up above. So for instance, there will be 3 homework assignments worth 48 points. There will be 6 formative assessments, and there will be 1 course project worth 34 points. So these values in here are not checked for accuracy given that they are multiple choice. You do have to manually save them. So at the bottom here, there is a box labeled check and save your answers. If you click that box and you exit the web page, then all of your answers will reappear the next time you open the assignment. So you can not have to do everything in one fell swoop. You can take this in pieces as you wish. Then we have a few more questions here. For how many classes are we scheduled to meet on Zoom? There's one that I know of so far. And how many are we not meeting at all? It's actually 3. There's 2 in October and then the Thursday before Thanksgiving break. Last but not least, your homework may have a few multiple choice standard questions like this, so I want to practice that kind. In terms of the use of Stata, it is only available for free on the virtual desktop. Stata costs money otherwise. R, however, is available for free anywhere, and that is why people like it. Uh-oh. Looks like I have a typo in here that I need to fix. I will work on that, and it will be fixed by the time this is live. So we'll select the answer from the drop-down menu, both 1 and 3. And then last but not least, this class will be, I went for challenging, but in a good way. That's what I hope. So I hit save. I'm happy with everything. I'm going to hit submit final answers. Now wait, there is one more step. At this stage, all of the choices go away so that you can read through your answers without that distraction. If you decide at this step that you are not happy with an answer and you'd like to go back and change it, there is a choice for that. So you're either going to enter your 8-digit ID again to confirm that you really want to submit, or you can go back and change something. If you hit that button, then all the choices come back with respect to the multiple choice options. So submit final, and then I will enter my ID number here. Bottom, it tells you that your answers have been submitted and when you can log in. So this homework is due on Labor Day. It's not really due then, but I'd like you to get it done around then, in this case, since it's just extra credit. And if you go back to the main page, you'll see that you can now view what you submitted, but it's not editable. And after the due date passes, you will get feedback on everything. So I did another version of this assignment, and this is after the due date what it will look like. So in this case, for instance, I deliberately missed a few questions for demonstration purposes. We have the Chipotle, so this should be in italics, I will fix that as well, is not where my office hours are. It would be a little loud and very much uncomfortable. Likewise, if you don't get one of the computation answers correct, it will tell you what you last entered, and then it will tell you what it should have been. So the same is true down here with respect to incorrect answers are going to be in red italics, incorrect answers are going to be in green. That way, even if you didn't get everything right, you can hopefully work backwards and see what your mistakes were. And we are happy to help walk you through that individually as needed. So that's it. I hope you have fun with this, and I hope we have a great semester.